You've been here for 25 years. Do you see opportunities in
I
Ghana?
see several
What are
opportunities.
some of the opportunities?
Yeah, first is the farming,
Farming.
where you have things who can be done. You can get work, and even if it takes a bit time before you can harvest, where the government has to support you with, I said, with cheap loan, so you can do the things here instead of buying it from outside expensive. And I must say here, I was visiting before Ghana, both Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and the Ivory Coast. And I saw Ghana as more stable, more country where we could done a better work.
Oh, hello, people. My name is Calibos, the only boss. Oh, wait, what else? Have you heard? Wait, do you know that Tap Tap Send is live in Texas? Oh, you didn't know? We went to New York. Now we are live in Texas. So people in Texas and around, all you have to do is to download Tap Tap Send. Yes, Tap Tap Send has become the most unique, secure, and fast way of sending money across the world to your loved ones anywhere. Okay, so download Tap Tap Send on Google Play Store or App Store, and when you're in Texas or around, you just have to put in the code TXGH. What did I say? TXGH, and you get $10 for your first transaction you make. Mahama Media, Texas, you drew, huh? Very soon we'll conquer everywhere. Download Tap Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Tap Send, it's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
Guys, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. My name is DJ Nyam. If you just chance on our channel, make sure you like, share, tap on subscribe, drop your comments. I'm in town today. I just met one white man today selling pure water. And I said, no, let me have a chat with him. Let's get to know why he's in Ghana, when he came to Ghana, businesses he has done so far, and all that. So let's go have a chat. Boss, I welcome you live on SBTV Africa. How are you doing?
Thanks,
You good?
thanks.
It's saying?
It's the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Roland.
How long have you been in Ghana?
I was coming to Ghana first time 1998.
In 98.
Yes.
You've been in Ghana in
I was
98.
coming first time
Oh,
1998. So
98.
at that time I saw so many things here. You had the opportunity, but you didn't take care of that opportunity. So I was when I went back, I said, here, let us see what we can do, if we can do some things to helping the Ghana to develop here.
Oh, okay. Where are you from?
Sweden.
Sweden. Okay. But what brought you to Ghana? I mean,
No, that is a secret.
okay, before coming to Ghana, I mean, 98 that you said you came. I mean, what did you hear about Ghana before you decided to come to Ghana?
A country where it should be able to do development in the country, an African country. And I must say here, I was visiting before Ghana, both Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and the Ivory Coast. And I saw Ghana as more stable, more country where we could done a better work.
So you saw opportunities in Ghana.
I saw opportunities here when I had been here.
Okay.
And I can say a funny things also. I am such that when I should eat and stay on a place, I want to see the kitchen before I go and go and order something. And on that place, as I was staying, I didn't mention it now, but when I saw the kitchen, I said, here, Roland, you should stay here 3 weeks, and the kitchen is not in the line as you want the kitchen, so you have to survive on something other. And the results of it was that when I came down, it was 98 kilo Roland coming down, and I saw that I had to living on bananas. I know that the bananas, it's no human hand is touching it. So therefore I said, okay, 7 bananas a day in 3 weeks and about 1.5, 2 liter water. When I returned back to Sweden, my wife saw me, and when we look on the scale, I have lost 7 kilo. Did you know what my wife was saying to me?
What did she say?
Nice for you. You can go 1 times more.
That's what she said.
Yes. So I can say here, all that as you are doing, trying to reduce your weight, you have a simple ways to do it in your own country. You don't need to go and buy any chemicals and so on. Eat only 7 small bananas a day and drink 1.5, 2 liter water, and you lose your weight.
What were you doing in Sweden before coming to Ghana?
I'm an engineer of chemistry.
Engineer of chemistry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When you came to Ghana '98, I mean, where did you visit? Where did you go? I mean, did you come with your team?
No, I was alone here.
Okay. So how was it? Were you welcomed and all that? Where did you go? Where did you tour? I mean,
Yeah, I stay in the area La Paz to Malam.
okay. Okay. So you didn't go to any other places, like you didn't tour around?
No, I was a bit limited in that first time, but I saw enough. Okay, I was, I have problem to remember it now, but I think I was up in Accra Mall and silver shops in Accra Mall, and find here that the price on that items as we had comparing with the price in my country was quite different. And one of them, as I was moving down, so I was later in Jolo, and I saw that the potatoes cost here about 12 cedis. And I compare with when I have left my own country, I saw the shop as I usually had, where was the price of the potatoes comparing with the value of the cedis at that time, about 2 cedis. And I said, here, why should it be 5, 6 times more expensive in Ghana? So the next time as I came down, I spoke with the people on the guest house where I was staying, and they said, "Hey, oh, potatoes is not growing here." Okay. So I took the decision. Next time when I came down, I had some seeds of potatoes with me down, put it down in the soil at the side of the guest house. And 2 months later, I was scratching in the soil, took up some pieces and go inside to a guest house and showing it for him and said, here, did you know what that is? Yeah, that is potatoes, yes. That has growing outside your house here. And you are saying that it is not growing in Accra. You have a reality here. Here is it. Be honest to me now. The problem is that you are too lazy to do the work, or you don't want to do it. That is the reason why you don't produce the potatoes. Anyways, I had tried to do it later in a bit more scale. It has been a bit problem still, but I didn't understand why you should import potatoes from Nigeria, for example. You have the same climate, you have the same opportunity here as you can have. But if you see today, potatoes down and chop right, 26 cedis for a kilo. I can buy the potatoes for 2 cedis in Sweden and brought down here for export. But I don't do it. Well, but you should produce it in your own country. You should not import as much as you are doing. That is one of the reasons why you get the cedis getting down as it done. Second, you should use your opportunity as you have in the country here to do work and listen on ideas how you can do it. If I say, for example, you order a taxi in my country, did you know where the call is going? Did you know where the call is answering? Taxi! Did you know where?
No.
He's sitting in Senegal. Senegal. Why? Why don't in Ghana? You have a low salary, you have a mobile phones or telephones, you could do such and give that opportunity for people to get the work. You have several things as you can do from here.
You've been here for 25 years. Do you see opportunities in Ghana?
I see several opportunities.
What are some of the opportunities?
Yeah, first is the farming, where you have things who can be done. You can get work, and even if it takes a bit time before you can harvest, where the government has to support you with, I said, with cheap loan, so you can do the things here instead of buying it from outside, expensive. I was meeting General Mosquito for many years ago, And in fact, General Mosquito is not was not the chairman for NDC. He, the, the real chairman was Kobina Aji. Sorry, he's died now, but your Ghana people, you mean that it was he who was General Mosquito, that was his secretary who was named General Mosquito. And I know that he is now is trying to be the chairman for the MDC. And he was saying here, we have problem with import of rice. The producer here want to increase the custom fee on rice, wherefore they cannot have a competitions. And I said here, I can understand it. But when you ask yourself, who is eating the rice? Oh, that is my people who is doing it. Yes, I said to Kobina, when that is done and you increase the custom fee on the rice, what's happened? It will be more expensive for your people to live in, and we need to have a higher salary, and you put fuel on the inflations instead. So what you can do in that, you need to help the farmers so they can be more effective. And you can do it by giving them and substitute, let's say the first year, if the difference in price is, let's say 10 cedis for a kilo, let them have 10 cedis comparing with the price for the import. And next year you give them 9 cedis and you reduce with 10% every year. And after 10 years you have came down. So if they don't at that time can have a competitions with the import, they had to try to find other things to do. If I see my own country, for 100 years ago, we was 500,000 people who had to feeding the populations. Today we are 5,000 and doing it. And we have been,
so you see opportunity,
more and more effective.
So you see opportunities in farming, but you are right. Talking about farming in Ghana, we are not pushing enough. We are not pushing we are not supporting the youth enough. It's not looking attractive for the youth to go into farming.
Yeah, that can be a problem. Wherefore that many wanted the kids to have that and that positions. They mean that it's good, but see. Is it anything who is more important than give opportunity for people to survival? And the farmers is one of the best work to doing that help as people needs. And if you don't get the food, how are you surviving? You need to have a work in, you need to have the food, and you have to get the food of a quality to a price who is comparable with the salary as you have. And
the farming, we know about farming now. We have the technology farming. We don't have those old tradition. They will be using cutlass and all that. Now they have machines and all that. Then in Sweden, how do you guys do it?
Yeah, we have machines and we using both the computers and the GSM. So in fact, when you have driving your tractor at the fields, you don't need to hold in the steering wheel. You can let the satellite do it here, and you can find only on a few centimeters the tractor. You can sit in sleeping in the tractor and give an order to the computer in the tractor. Now you have to do that harvest here, or you have to do that and that. I don't say that Ghana is ready for that technology today. Start with what you can do. You have a populations and let them work instead.
Back in Sweden, is the government that is sponsoring the farmers, or is individual business?
Yeah, we had, today we didn't need it, but we had under period when it has been problem, the government has given cheap loan to the farming. And where you have one of the big problem, when you should start a farming here, you get the seeds, you get the work, and you wait until you can do the harvest. And in that time, the interest is increasing. The money as you should be paid back for the things as you have harvest. And if the government was going out and said here, okay, yeah, I know what you're in. If you want to do a loan in the bank here, you have to calculate with 20-25% interest on it. If the government was going out and said here, we guarantee the loan for you, and the loan will give you 2% interest under half years. When are you ready to do the harvest and you can start with real things? even if a government saying, oh, that is, we don't have the money for that, that is too expensive. Yes, but it's expensive to not have people in work, and it's more expensive to import the things instead of producing them here. You understand me?
Yeah, I understand you. There are opportunities here, as you said, but most of the youth want to go to where you are coming from. Rather,
Yeah, we are trying to go to Europe as economic refugees, but that is a bad, I would say, a bad thing. Therefore, that first we need the people, so that is true. But if you have people here who is educated and can do things in the country, they should stay and do the work and helping the people here in Ghana, not to go to US or to go to Europe. Even if we need the people, we need workers, we need nurses, and we have a high salary on them. We need people who is cleaning and so on. Well, for that cleaning work is not a nice work, as I mean, but you still, if you are working, you have the lowest salary as we can give you in Sweden today for that work. If you are working in a Swedish company, is about 150 cedis for an hour.
that's an hour.
Yes, but you had, of course, to pay tax and so on. And that is more expensive to living in Sweden than it is to living here. For example, if you rent a flat 2-room of about 80 square meter, you have to pay about 8,500 cedis monthly. Here you can buy it in Accra, I know, for about 800-900 cedis. So of course you have to see that also. But that is so that if you get the work and can working maybe 1-2 years, you have opportunity to come down and have some capital with you here in Ghana and can start the things here also. But the problem is that you need to be honest. To get a visa to Europe, it's not easy, depending on that it has been too many people who don't follow the rules for it. If authorities see that you came with lies, out with you again.
Let's talk about Sweden. Skilled your education. What do you guys push more? Is it skilled job?
We are a country with high educations of people. 80% of the kids are coming up to the university level and live as people with a high educations. And we have developing in medicals. We have a technology. You have a Volvo. You have a Volvo with cars, buses, excavators, and all of that things. You have a Scania Vabis, who is a truck company. We are now going on and also start delivering trucks who is driving by electricity. So you didn't need any fuel longer. You have electricity. And that is in front of a development. We have a high knowledge in the internet or in the computer things. So
you pushing your computer, your vocational and all that. That's what you've been doing there.
we have educations of people. So several is teaching, so I can work and do the productions of different things for the computer. To develop gambling. Sweden has about 1,000 young guys sitting and doing that. So we are the leaders of that. And even if I said music, I can say to you here that we are the biggest country in the world who have the studios for producing music. So even Americans is coming over to Sweden for do the record and came up with it. We have a technology like that, and that is we are not cheap in salary. We are high in salary. If I engage you, for example, as an engineer of computers, I should need to pay you about 600,000 CDs, between 600,000 CDs up to 1 million CDs if you work a year for us.
Wow. Let's talk about now. What are you doing? I see Stream Ice. Is that your business?
Now, that is not my business. That is my protest against the high price in Ghana. I have seen that on the last 2 years, have the price on water been double, and that is no reasons for that. The plastic has been a bit more expensive. It's okay, but as a protest, I was taking the connections as I had with the company and said to them, let us have water up in East Legon. I will sell the water for 6 cedis for a bag, 5 cedis for two. If you take 2 bags, 5 cedis for each bag. It should be the cheapest as you can buy water in Accra for. And I hope with that we can press it down the
So
cost.
you are selling it 5 cedi.
5 cedis, yes.
Wow, but in people, other people sell it 10 cedi.
Yes, 10 to 12 cedis is the price in the area here. And why should it be that? Okay, you can have a high profit on each item, but I instead mean that you should have a low profit and sell a quantity. And that test as we have done here under 3 weeks, it's showing that it's
What's your
true.
take on the sachet water? Don't you think it's a cause of when you go around, you see people drinking, throwing it away and all that, and choking our gutters and all that? What's your take on sachet water? Do you
Yeah.
have that in Sweden?
No. First, we have nearly only plastic bottles in Sweden. We don't have that pure water as you have here in a plastic bag as it is here. But I must say that it's a good ways where it is not so expensive to do it, and you can use that plastic again to new items. So if you collected it, and I see that some places here they are collecting
Exactly.
empty plastic also, and it can be used again. So that is a type of recycle who we have to see in the future. Wherefore we needed it. The resources is limited, and we cannot living as we are the last on the world.
Is that what you do for living now, or you have other business in Ghana?
That is not a living here. I do it here to showing for the Ghanaians that they can do it like that. That is my protest, if I said here, or teaching of it. And my idea is that you should here for the water not be able to get water cheaper on any place in Accra. And you should know the items as we will have here on this place. If you buy them here, if you find it cheaper in Accra on any other place, tell the people who is here and we will take the decisions about it.
Where do you produce it? Where is the company?
That is produced up in Tantra Hill.
Tantra Hill. Okay. Okay. So, I mean, before I leave you to do your business, what message do you have for Ghanaians who are watching us today?
Yeah,
Can we make it in Ghana? Is there money in Ghana? Do you have money in Ghana?
that is able to living in Ghana and living good, but you have to take the opportunity, and you need, of course, to have some small money initially so you can do it. Don't go and borrow the money, quick money. Wherefore, if you accounting how much you are paying interest, you are paying back about 200% of the money. So don't go and take such loan, even if it is easy to quick get a few thousand cedis. But if you start the calculations on it, you will see you are killing yourself financially. And try to do things where you can start with small things and let it growing. I say as an example here, for 60 years ago, a friend of me was selling socks. The price of socks in my country at that time was 2 cedis. He had the connections to the producer, so he buy them for 90 peso, and he sold them for 1 cedis. I said, here, that is too small. But he sold plenty of socks. When he was going on, sells t-shirt, and he sold plenty. And when he was going on and sell the complete suit, the shop's price was about 2,500 at that time. He sold it for 500, and he was selling plenty. Today, is it only one shop as he had? That was one shop, and it was growing. Today is that shop selling for $500 million in a year.
In Ghana?
No, that is in Sweden.
Sweden, okay.
But we still have the same idea, a low added on the price. And depending on the huge quantity as they are buying, they also get the lower price from the producer. So if you go to the shop today and buy items, if you go to a normal shop and pay 100 cedis, you can expect that you buy it on that shop for 60 cedis.
Is it like we increase our prices? We don't want to start it small. We want the money to come just at once or get rich at once.
Yeah, you let the money growing. Of course, you have to survive, but you have not to eating too much. That is not a nice office. That is not a nice shop which is important. The important is that you have items to sell, or if you do the productions, that you have the opportunity to do the productions. You don't have to go and buy a new car, even if it looks nice for your neighbors and so on, that, oh, he had a nice car. But the car's duty is only to transport you from one place to another place to the lowest price as you can do it.
Let's say I have $10,000 now. What advice will you give me? What business advice will you give me to venture into? I have $10,000 now. I want to go into business.
You should go in some productions in agriculture. Yeah.
Thank you so much for talking to me. What's the name again?
Roland.
Roland Eriksson. Thank you so much for talking to us on SVTV Africa. Guys, you heard him. I've been talking to people, those in abroad and Ghana and all that. I'll be bringing you more. You heard what he said. I'm not the one to tell you. He said, go into agriculture, farming. Thank you so much, Roland. Guys, thank you for watching SVTV Africa. Subscribe to our channel for more. I'll be bringing you more of this. My name is DJ Nyami. I'll thank my production team, DJ Click, Sharon, and Tina. Like, share, and tap on subscribe. Drop your comments, Charlie. Technical English, they go. Tour.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first-timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job? Then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.